Welcome to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. MLB Network is live from Busch Stadium. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Michael Wacha will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, Ben Zobrist.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you have to be hoping that Chris Bryant can get it going soon. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this ball club.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. His career line against Wacha. He's got 8 hits in 28 tries. He also has 1 home run. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Jerko gets dirty. Got him.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You got to be kidding me.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Okay, Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
One and one, the count of the Cubs' first baseman. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball two.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB Network. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. This guy's a pretty good pitcher, but he was tagged for 8 earned runs and the loss in his last one. Hopefully he can shake that off and pitch a lot better here today.
So striding the first.
Third baseman,
First offering on its way. And this is bounced foul near the secret weapon, Jose Knight. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, this club really needs Yadier Molina to find his swing. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's 5 for 14. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a first pitch chop foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Takes this the other way to right, and Molina's aboard a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's running, and this one's in the dirt. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Molina, the runner at second with 1 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is going to get there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Quintana sets. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hit high and deep to right center. Hayward giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. One left for the Cardinals. Still no score. Here's Javier Baez. His career line against Waka. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. And on 10 occasions, he's been a strikeout victim. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. So far this season, Baez carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
No strike.
Hard hit ball to second. Jerko has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras, and the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at bat. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. And that one stayed too low, apparently. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Carpenter, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Stepping up now, Kyle Schwarber, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The 0-2 delivery. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jose Martinez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Matt Carpenter is on deck. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. The 3-1. And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Here's Matt Carpenter. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First delivery to him on the way. Runners on the move for second. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. He's got it one away.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
DeJong in an 0-2 hole here. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Martinez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Batting 8th, second baseman.
Now to the plate, Jed Jerko. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's gone 2 for 6. Now the 2-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First offering on its way. This is flared out towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. The 2-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Addison.
At the plate, Addison Russell, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. His career line against Waka comes in with 6 hits in 17 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Third inning, no score to this point. Cue shot here out towards short. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Check swing grounder to the right side. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Russell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball one.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Cubs strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Michael Walker, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Michael Walker.
Here comes the first pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball one. A ball and a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman, Carson Kelly.
Digging in to try it again, Carson Kelly. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Hit to third. Played on the backhand. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, number 4, catcher, Yadier Molina.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball one. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Hayward. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. The pitcher can't be too mad.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Bryant is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
In now, Javier Baez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. One and one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
The 1-1 home. Shot toward right center. And that's going to get down out there.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Breaking ball in for a strike. The 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped him up. Coming on is Ozuna. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he is in there.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Riding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. For the current campaign, Schwarber is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. That misses. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Rizzo at third. Baez over at second. Contreras at first with no outs. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning.
For the Cubs, center fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. One run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
The 1-0 delivery. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Hayward, or often just J-Hay, who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
First pitch on its way towards second, and this is taken for the out. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Standing in, Marcell Ozuna. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Hayward looks up, and it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 3rd home run for him on the year. And the Redbirds are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Tommy Pham. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
2-2 pitches fouled away. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Stepping in now, Jose Martinez. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Two and one. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Russell shading to his right, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Addison Russell, a base hit in his first trip.
Shortstop, Addison Russell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. There's a swing and a high pop-up. DeYoung is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that is off the wall in right field. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Anthony Rizzo. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bryant stands at second with 2 gone. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Javier Baez as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Hit out towards second. Jerko fields it cleanly. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 2-1 Chicago. So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung.
The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
First offering on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Go.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, 1, here it comes. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Thankfully he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Luke Voigt will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The 1-0. Here's a fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Quintana into the windup. Here's the 2-0. Late that time for a strike. Hard liner to center field. Hayward is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 53, Tom Hearn.
Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it now, Jerko for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready for another shot now, Kyle Schwarber. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. smoke on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, two-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance? Jose Quintana hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First offering on its way. There's a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Schwarber is off at first with 2 away. Two and two. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. One left for the Cubs, that they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Carson Kelly. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
chopped weakly to the left. Bryant charging in on it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Number 4, Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hayward coming on. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Hits this one hard the other way. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Pham. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
A runner on first with 2 away. Ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Quintana sets the 2-2 pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Another 2-2 offering. Line drive to left. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cards leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. So in now for Chicago, Addison Russell, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First delivery to him on the way. And And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ben Zobrist. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. And that's in there for a strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll reach second now with one away.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Chris Bryant. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And a very important insurance run comes across to score from second. It's now 3-1. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not going to do too much damage.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? 2 pitchers down. Really good job of patience, trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
The 2-0 on the way. Popped him up. Carpenter has room in foul territory, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 9,
Ready once again, Javier Baez. Runner in scoring position with Cezanne. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Pham is there, and that's the third out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Cubs do come through with one thanks to the RBI triple. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 3-1 Chicago. Digging in once again, Jose Martinez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Striding in once again, Matt Carpenter. He flew out in his last at-bat.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Martinez on at first. Nobody out. Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory back behind third. Bryant is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
up next for the Cardinals.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And the changeup is way low that time. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hayward has a read on it. And the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brett Cecil will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Colton Wong will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 16.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch on its way. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. So 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging. Three and 2.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. You just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. Past history with Brett Cecil. He's 1 for 5. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Cecil playing here in his age 31 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys. Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Jason Hayward waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
The next hub up, Jason Hayward. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Kelly is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, pitcher.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set, and the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Schwarber leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. Wong calls for it, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, and it's still 3-1. Here's Colton Wong now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's a .333 hitter.
Colton Wong.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Hit out towards second. Baez fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Carson Kelly. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Pitch on the way. And a ball, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Not close. It's 2-0. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
Now the 2-1. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. As he'll hang on here to record the 2nd out.
Captain, Gaudier. Molina.
Next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Quintana's ready. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Marcell.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Marcell Ozuna. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Zobrist is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cards leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. The Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast on MLB Network. Greg Holland comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Two-0 count. The pitch is in there for strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Russell stands at second with no outs. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The batter, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. Here comes the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And a breaking ball stays outside. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Shoots this one over to first. The second for 1. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Nothing in the Cubs half of the ninth. On to the bottom half. Last chance now for the Redbirds. They're on the short end of a 3-1 score.
Your attention, please.
Safe situation looming here, and they'll hand the ball off to the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tommy Pham. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Bryant is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long. At the plate, Jose Martinez. And now a pitch on the way. And that misses for ball 1. Morrow has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career. And over those innings, he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3. So he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
It's 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Hit hard on the ground to short. Russell's got it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Cubs have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Cubs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jose Quintana wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Brandon Morrow earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.